What if I told you two seemingly ordinary women defied the most powerful empire in the world, and without raising a sword, they changed the course of history? Centuries ago in the land of Egypt, the Hebrews lived as foreigners, descendants of Joseph, the man who once held favor with Pharaoh. But time passed and that favor faded. A new king rose to power, one who did not remember Joseph and who saw the Hebrews not as neighbors but as a threat. As the Hebrew people multiplied, fear gripped the Egyptians. They are becoming too numerous, Pharaoh warned. If war breaks out, they might join our enemies and escape the land. So Pharaoh enslaved them, brutal labor, harsh conditions. But despite the cruelty, the Hebrews continued to thrive. And that's when Pharaoh made a deadly decision. Pharaoh summoned two Hebrew midwives, Shiphrah and Puah. Imagine the tension, standing before the most powerful ruler on earth, waiting for his command. When you assist the Hebrew women in childbirth, Pharaoh ordered, if it's a boy, kill him. If it's a girl, let her live. These women were not soldiers or queens. They had no army, no political power, but they carried something far greater, courage rooted in their faith in God. They refused the king's command, quietly, courageously. The boys lived. When Pharaoh questioned them, Shiphrah and Puah answered, Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. They are vigorous and give birth before we arrive. A clever, bold response. And it worked. Because of their bravery, the Hebrew people multiplied even more. And among the children they protected, one infant named Moses, destined to lead his people to freedom. The story is brief in the Bible, but its message is powerful. In ancient Egypt, midwives were often overlooked, yet these women, with no swords or soldiers, stood between destruction and survival. The Bible honors them by name, Shiphrah and Puah. Their quiet defiance became a legacy of courage. It leaves us with questions. When authorities demand silence in the face of injustice, where do we stand? In everyday moments, at work, in society, within family, do we choose comfort or conviction? And how often do small acts ripple into history? Shiphrah and Puah prove that true heroes often wear no crown, only quiet courage. If you know other forgotten stories of bravery, share them in the comments. Subscribe for more hidden heroes and untold lessons from the Bible. Sometimes the smallest acts of defiance change the world.